Hello, people. My name is Calibos. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Capstone Global Consult Limited. Jumekuo bi a omo fa registered nurses, drivers a omo GCC license, NFA security. Edi omo ko amaya hodro bi so te se Dubai, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, NFA USA. Na mene wo kasa sisi akra. Omo per registered nurses. Edi omo ko USA. Akoya juma ko jisika pudro. Anne. Na enye we po. Capstone Global Consult Limited. Esanso boama. Sa wo peka atofri amanone. Omo be ye ho hyehyeye nyina ama. Na wo nsatimi aka ka biara edawa kuma so wa bra wo mre ho enti omo se bra omo so ye sesi a wo behu omo Otema community 9 omo ni Ashama Timber Market ene di hwe anim anase fra omo wo 0599 183083 ana 0302 986573 amanone fo so fra omo +821 02 1811278. Capstone Global Consult Limited. Your success is our business.
Check now, check it, check it, check it, check it. The beat is real, don't wait make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, 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 check it. Green select glucometer, check it, check it, check it, check it. Sugar level for check it, check it, check it, check it. For check it, check it, check it, check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Well, in the midst of all the tiredness and any other thing, we still have to do the work of God. The work of God is to organize the fellow men of God. Then we sit here to do the business, showbiz, and nothing else. My name is Sammy Flex. Welcome to Showbiz Daily. Showbiz Daily is live on Sammy Flex TV with my charges. I can see in Team Dodu Solomon seated. Of course, he's also here to do the work of God, and Roland Amate also here to do the work of God. And behind the scenes, Digital Rasta Currencies on camera. Rich Flex is the editor, director of the show. And I know you were also waiting for us to resume the week, so you join us in these discussions and more. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for waiting. Tap Tap Send is also here. Download the app on your phone, put in your bank details first. Then you use the promo details as much as you are a first user of the app, so you can get some more money into your wallet. Send to family, friends, colleagues, and we do more here. Again, as you watch, if you've not subscribed to us, please subscribe to us. If you have not shared our link before, please share our link. If you've not liked our video, please like our video, because this is the home of quality showbiz information and more. Now, one thing is clear, and I want us to start talking about all these issues here on the show. As you even join us to do some more. My name is Sammy Flex. We are good to go. First, let's start with something that is so beautiful, and I want us to all commend those who are doing such. I've seen the DMV Party in the Park, which is an event put together by Ghanaians, owned by Ghanaians, with a target of hitting at Ghanaians, and at the same time, an event influencing and making sure Ghanaian artists are also given a platform to perform. It happened in Columbus, Ohio, and the guys like MC Coaches, I always say Ronnie Coaches, MC Coaches and his people, they have been putting this show together. When I saw the event, I said, this is how it starts. We need platforms on our own. We need platforms that we can use to project and to push the Ghana agenda. And this is one of them that I've seen. And I'm asking myself that when these platforms come, as Ghanaians, what can we also do to even make them bigger? Because just as Afro Nation is looking big, which is pushing the Nigerian agenda, just as One Africa First is big, which is pushing the Nigerian agenda, because the people behind it are Ghanaians. This is how it starts. And again, is this what Sarkodie meant by we should also advance? As in our creative people, stakeholders, we should also advance. It happened over the weekend in America, Columbus, Ohio. Let's watch some of the videos, photos, even while we do the discussion here. Credits to Felix. Felix is a blogger, also a Ghanaian who has now relocated to America, giving us all the feed from this particular event. In the studio, I'm asking my people, is this the agenda? Are we getting what Sarkodie said right or not? Chabu, this is America, and thanks to maybe Party in the Park, I want to believe they were inspired by what Party in the Park has been doing, and with this crowd. Last year was the starting. Last year was huge. As a matter of fact, it suffered. Last year it turned like a fan fest of some church beer or Markov Park as well, ADD. But this time round, Charlie, huge. And when I saw this, I said, this is it. And the good thing is that they even want to move this from one state to the other. That's how they even want to do it. So from one state to the other, they want to move this event, the DMV Party, so they can move it from, even if among the 50 states of America, if they're able to do some 10 William Grumpa and your bad, sir, if they're able to do 10 cry and your bad. Is this the agenda? Chabu, let's start.
Yeah, so if I would say that if they are using the same name, Party in the Park.
DMV Party in the Park, yeah.
DMV Party in the Park. Okay. If the name is inspired by the Party in the Park UK, I think then they have to pay a franchise fee to Dennis, because Dennis has done enough when it comes to Party in the Park UK. And it's a household name now in Ghana and even outside Ghana.
Yeah.
So I think if they are using his name or his concept, the same concept as he's been doing, then they have to pay something to him. Anyway, this is good. I mean, generally, this is what we are looking for. Platform to sell Ghanaian entertainment, like in general, and even push it to the next level. Just that the same advice that I gave to people who wanted to do the high life thing in Switzerland. It shouldn't be just Ghanaian agenda, so you just serve only Ghanaians. It should be more than that. I mean, just serve those who are ready to listen to good music. So if Ghanaians are doing well, why not put them there? But if you can get other nationals to also entertain the crowd, don't forget to put them there. If you fail to do that, you cannot grow. It will be limited to just the few people that you think that they are serving. But if the agenda is to make it bigger, go to other states and even beyond, like go to
that's
Europe
your man, jamming beat
and other places. Yeah, jamming beat. Big ups to you, jamming beat. Yeah. Big ups to jamming beat. I know he will be watching, so big ups to him. So my thing is, yes, it's good to give Ghanaians the opportunity, but I will also advise against just giving anybody opportunity. give those who deserve it, not because they are Ghanaians. If they have good music, if you think they can entertain your audience, why not put them there? But if it's just because they are Ghanaian, it will fail, because if they come and people don't like them, next time that you call, nobody will come, nobody will show up. So as much as you want to entertain Ghanaians, as much as you want to give platform to Ghanaians, you should also think business for it to be sustainable.
Okay.
Because if you just think I want to help my people, it will not be sustainable. So me, I will advise them, this is a good initiative, but I should just go beyond I want to give Ghanaians a platform. It should be business minded. So those who can bring you numbers, yes, those who can bring you the numbers, bring them on board, regardless of their nationalities. So if Ghanaians are as equally good as other nationalities, then you can consider Ghanaians first. I think that's how it should be, and it will go far and even help Ghanaians more than just saying that I want to help Ghanaians and put only Ghanaians there. That one, I think we will not go far if the person try to use it. Yeah, think like that.
Very well. Rome, is this the agenda?
Yes, Sammy. Of course, this is what I want to agree when you asked if this was Sarkodie meant. Yes, and I want to say yes, this is part of it. What Sarkodie, the statement Sarkodie made was very broad, and it has so many components, and this is one of them. Some of the plugs would be, yes, getting people in certain offices who probably may not be organizing events or putting up stages like this, but we can have business conversation as far as music business is concerned. And obviously people who are also in that quarter of mountain stages, putting up some of these things together for artists to get opportunities to also showcase their talent and market their product to other people. Those people are there, and this is one of them. So me, I would say congratulations to them. It is not easy for you to put out something like this, and I agree with Shemo when he says yes, that even though this is for Ghanaians, the only way, if we are looking at spreading the Ghanaian culture, telling people about what Ghana is about, or spreading our tent out as far as with the music, then it means we need to be able to accommodate other nationals. We need to be able to put certain things in place that will make attractive to other nationals. Because as we speak, it is not only, and targeting other nationals shouldn't only be about white. At least our neighboring African brothers are also part of other nationals.
Okay.
And I believe if we are able to get the Tanzanians, the people from the East Africa, the South Africa, the North Africans, these are the people that can easily spread our words for us easily, more than maybe we campaigning to maybe the whites or maybe the Europeans or the Americans and stuff to patronize us. I believe if we are able to even get our immediate African brothers, they will rather help us with 50% of the job.
Good.
Because at the end of the day, there are some people or some Europeans who are more affiliated to the East Africans and all that, and for them to get an endorsement or find something attractive in the West African region, they would have to consult the African they know. And if the African they know is pleased with what you are doing, then definitely it will be an easy way to convince the person. So yes, me, I wish that yes, even though the primary agenda is to put Ghanaians on, is to promote Ghanaian stuff, there should be a way of adding other nationals even on stage to it. So assuming with this edition we have a Tanzanian performing, with this edition we have a South African performing, definitely because a South African knows, oh, if not for anything at all,
I'm part of
my artist would be there, I would want to go. And in going, aside giving them that South African artist, we also have that person, that opportunity to also showcase
their audience,
of course, to also tap into the audience. So me, I think it is a very,
I think this time around they had Joe Boy coming through as a guest artist,
and that's beautiful. And that's beautiful. Even so, our Nigerian brothers will know that, okay, aside going to enjoy Ghanaian stuff, at least I have one of my own that I can go and support. And we can one way or the other affect that person also to also fall in love with the Ghanaian stuff. So me, I think it's very good, and I would say congratulations to them for putting it up. And I in a space where, or in a period where it is difficult for people to put out something like this, they've been able to do it. And when I check the system, the one James did, and the few ones that Sarkodie has done, including other artists like the Kim Promise and the Black Sheriffs, I am tempted to believe that Charlie, Ghana is indeed going, and this is also good. This is also a huge proof that yes, we are getting, because look at the first edition that was last year, and the gap is so huge, so huge.
Yeah.
Like it is very, very impressive. I can imagine the level of work that went into it to acquire this particular patronage, and it's beautiful. Congratulations to the guys and everybody that made it possible.
All right, so still talking about some of the weekend's activities, let's come to Ghana after making do with what we have seen in America, DMV, Party in the Park. In Ghana, Shatta Wale is also part of his winning agenda, is still winning. In fact, in recent times, one of the biggest crowd I have seen at an event happened in Cape Coast over the weekend, and that was very, very huge. As it stands now, we are witnessing one of the shows that the school can even say will go down to history as the biggest so far, because what we watched, what we saw, the number of people who were gathered at the event, and the kind of excitement we saw among the people, nothing will tell you that this is what every artist would want. So the other day when Sarkodie started the tertiary tour, I'm sure we all saw the importance in there, the fact that he was building his brand, and he was also building a generation with the students who will be coming for the show. Same way, I'm asking my people in the studio that seeing that Shatta Wale is also on a university tour, aka the Uniland Festival. He's done the UCC. Next stop is Koforidua, KTU, ATU, then TTU. I'm asking that, how are we going to assess the benefits of the brand and the students that he's even performing for? Roland was there, so Roland, let's start with you. Looking at some of the benefits in there, maybe you can also give other reports from the event as you would want.
Well, for the benefits, we all.
Oh, Kojo has joined us for information. Yeah.
For the benefits, we all know it is enormous. I am very happy with the kind of partnership and patronage on the night, because if we are looking at selling our music, the majority of the workload will fall on the youth. And if you are able to get platforms that is able to gather the youth in their numbers like that, it is one way or the other 50% of the job done for you to be able to sell your music to them. And I was also very happy, if not for anything at all, if not only for the brand Shatta Wale, but also other acts that performed. Because yes, if you have an artist that is loved by many like this, that can attract them to a certain place, and you are also on the bill, it gives you an opportunity for you to also showcase their talent, like showcase your talent to them or tell them what you also have. And I am also happy about the partnership, even in terms of Shagzy. So this is also another learning stuff that any other artist can also adapt.
Tap into.
Yes, if you are a brand ambassador to any product, or you are affiliated to any entity at all, when you are going on such tours or you have such opportunities to affect this large number of crowds, you can equally partner with them, so you can sell whatever aside your music also to them. And on the night, I must commend the organizers for all the setup. Everything was beautiful, and how they were able to campaign to get the students out to patronize the event.
Were they all students? I doubt.
Well, most of them. That you can't say.
No. It's obvious you can't. They can't all be students, because people from the township also came.
Of course, some would come, but
I even suspect the audience from the town will be more than the students.
Really?
On the day, yes.
Well, that is not what I saw. If you ask me, I beg to differ. Because
but you know, the people who were there, they were not all students. Because they did not prevent outsiders from coming as well.
That I know, but because of where the event took place, how far it is from that, I'm not saying people from the time wouldn't come, but then if we are talking about patronage with this kind of event, there is the possibility you will get majority of them being students. The people in town, you see, there is this perception about the whole campus and its events and its activities. Most people would be reluctant, especially when they would, like, there's that oh, there will be this protocol or that protocol involved. If people would come, then it means obi at the near day or no betimi akọ baby at any time anywhere. And some people who knows like the rules on the night say, oh, we betimi room or it is open. I tell you, even though they didn't put any rate to it, I can confidently tell you that there are people in town who would think that they are rate to it, or there are certain requirements that you need to meet before you be part
Oh,
of
of course,
this
that one. Some people think like that.
And some of these things would limit the people from town. And looking at the number of students in UCC, come on. And you're money now put a buy. And you're money now put a buy.
No, you can't say every student came out. It is not all of them. But what I mean is that as much as most of the students were there, the audience that came from outside to
so I tell you this, I was there for the branding and all that. And before I got there, the moment I entered through the main gate, like about 2 minutes drive into the campus, I saw some people holding megaphone, like the Shijama with Shatta Wale songs going from one block to the other, and they built a mini market there as well. So some of the boys were even sitting on the motorbikes with those megaphones, like singing and chanting throughout the campus. So before one setup was going on. So when they started playing the music for sound check and all that, that was when they minimized. I think they minimized those things, because after the speakers started blazing, I did not hear from them again until I saw the motorbikes running to and fro. For that one. So I mean, if you ask me, and when I take a look at the quality of audience that came, I am tempted to believe 60 to 70% of them were students.
Wow. It is possible to. Kojo, what do you also see benefits of such partnership, students and artists?
Yeah, it's a great one, and kudos to the organizers for giving the students the platform to also catch some quality entertainment, because they have their own entertainment indoors, and that is among their students, but because some of them are also camping schools and studying duties and all of that, they are not able to attend some of these big events unless maybe they are on vacations and all of that. So taking it to their doorstep is a good thing that will also let them ease some form of pressure and stress after going through the boost or this one. So kudos to them. And also some of these students also have talent that they want to also exhibit in the near future. So seeing some of their icons, they get inspired that okay, it is possible for them to also combine their school and also maybe after school they can pursue their careers and all of that. And the artists too, yes, these are your fan base. They are in the school, and in this modern era of music business, they are supposed to understand it better. The culture of streaming and all of that. These are people who are abreast with technology and the modern day world. So when you get closer to them, it is good to also move along with them, because most of them in the near future will graduate. Some of them become notable personalities in society. So when you cut them like this, it is a good thing. And also numbers, because after that, some people will get to know other songs. They will develop interest. Most of them might not be your fans, but after the experience, knowing you like this, or the kind of performance that you have exhibit, you win more fans to you and all of that. So it is a great thing that regardless the amount of money that maybe they may be paying, it is also beneficial. You can consider beyond
the money,
just the money,
that
and also
true.
Understand that these are students who also need some form of entertainment, and if you get them in your fan base, it also help you. So I think kudos to Uniland. I think they asked Black Sheriff also play. And I think it is something beautiful that they are doing, and we want to see more of this. I think other universities also have their fair of experience. And kudos, Shatta, as we know, always will kill it. That is what he wants. When you see the crowd, yes, just gather the crowd and give him the microphone, and he will always
Now, the argument of whether there will be more students than the general public, what do you also see?
Well, once it is not restricted to only students, it will be difficult because most students will also not want to be there. They are
or your course,
no, but that guy before the show started.
Already course, man.
Before the show started, the kind of things that guy was saying.
Already course, man.
No, for that one, you can't determine because when they are in the crowd like this, you can't determine a student from a non-student. But once it is,
already see them, you can see.
Of course, but because they are all partying, and this one, the crowd doesn't respect any student. If you're a student, whoever, they'll push you. So once it is not restricted, I want to believe even people from outside Cape Coast were there.
Oh, there are some people who even came from Sweden.
Exactly. So
there was a guy who raised the flag.
Yes.
They were in a group of about 5 or 6.
Yes, even
they
people
came all the way from. They came all the way from
neighboring towns come there. So yes, you expect that once it's in their campus, a lot of them will come out, but you can also discount the fact that majority of the people can also move from the township. Once it is not restricted, when you walk into the space, nobody will be asking you, are you a student? Where's your ID card and all of that. If those things are not put in place, then maybe it will be 50-50. Okay. You may have 50% of the students and 50% of non-students who also come in there too.
I see.
But Pastor, please let me add this. And also, the fact that the organizers are young guys or are also youth, and it gives me certain joy that yes, the industry has a future. Because we have young talents coming in, and we need these guys to grow with them. So if we have the young guys also putting up events of this caliber, meaning that when they grow with these young acts, we still have a future of maintaining them.
And I have a lot to say about the organization. As a matter of fact, you see, sometimes the way event organizers are quick to talk about what happens to them when it comes to events. I think artists or musicians about events even after doing their side. Because if being a part of Shatta Wale's team, if I should analyze everything that we had to endure to make this show happen, I'm sure to not be good. And if it had been the organizer, I'm sure like by now, stories are out, this and that, this and that, this and that. So we should develop that culture. If event organizers will not do things right and they also treat artists anyhow, it is now time for them to also start talking, and they should pay attention to it. Some of us, we are not artists. When we see it, we'll come and talk about it, and it might not be good for them. So they should also start behaving. Students, if you are ready to do this, be ready. If you are not ready to do this, don't be ready. That's it. Don't keep stressing people's fathers. That is nonsense.
Yeah. Okay. So for whether the crowd majority will be from outside or from campus, I mean, from what I've experienced, there's no way that people outside will be more than the students in there. When it comes to events like this
in campus,
there's no way. From what I have experienced, unless something has changed that I'm not aware of, the student will always be more than the people coming from outside. And some of the reasons, Roland,
some of the crowd we saw, it was big.
And we have a lot of students just that some don't live on campus.
Do you know what we saw was bigger than the one we did at UCC?
Lagos. Well, it is true. It could be true.
Yeah. No, it's not. It could be. It's far bigger.
Yes,
maybe times
two. This is a bigger crowd. My point is, crowd from outside may be large, like they may be huge enough for us to talk about it, but they will not be more than students. That's the point I'm making. No matter what, the student will be more than the people coming from outside, based on the experience that I have. And some of the reasons Roland mentioned them. I mean, some people will think that there will be some form of restriction. So they won't even attempt. But we have a few people who have, I mean, gone into campus, doing campus stuff. So they know the system. So for them, when they hear there's something like this going on, then they will also join, and then they have fun as it is. And the thing is, there's a lot of money on campus. So for them to do something like this, I am not surprised. Like, they have enough to pay, because when we were in school,
This table you are shaking. It's one leg.
You have no idea. When we were in school, our population. Let me say this. When I was in school, our population was about 11,000, and then we were paying, I think, 50 cedi or so per student for entertainment. So 11,000 times 50. That's the money that will go to the SRC for them to organize shows like this. It's not a small money. It's
And now
not
I think
a
they've
small
increased it.
money. And this one I'm talking about only my batch, not other ones. I mean, at the time they were estimating about 24,000 or so. So and it is by force. It's not like if you like pay, if you like you don't pay. When you pay school fees, it's part of it. So 50,000 times, let's say our population was even 20,000. 50 cedis times 20,000 is the money that is just for entertainment purpose, not any other.
So why were the organizers, the student leadership, messing up with the event people last time?
Okay, so here's the thing.
In terms of payment and all that.
That's where the bribe and corruption starts anyway. They always cheat organizers coming on campus. They will cry to you that there's no money. But this thing that you have done, get somebody on campus to follow the budget that they will present for the show that you did. You will be surprised. You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. I mean, Mr. Forson shared some experience that we can't give details here, but if you remember that the amount that they were willing to pay him to give his service and the amount that he received when he went for the check himself. So it's corruption game for them. The money to do this is there. They try to cheat those that they are engaging them in services. They will pay you 50,000, but I can bet you it will be 100,000 in their budget or 150,000 in their budget. The money is there, and they have right to spend it. Just that when we were there, they had a policy that a dean of students, or like there were some people who are supposed to supervise. That's all. But the students have access to the money. They just have to present the budget, justify it, and they will give them the money because it's students' money. We pay for it, and it's by force. Not that I don't like entertainment, so I won't pay. No, if you pay your school fees, it's part of it. So the money is there, and they when I was there, at least I witnessed this guy. Apart from I went there before Mesbe. Mesbe went there before I got in the Mesbe saga. But when I was there, I witnessed these guys 4x4. They were on top at the time, and they were the one who came. And then I also saw like all the big. I think at one point prior to also came in Wuta or Chame Kwame. He was part of the campus thing, so he was always featured there. Like all the big guys
boys at the time,
you will come, you will pass through. I don't know how they do it now. And the money was there to pay them, so that wasn't an issue. They just have to say that we want this guy, and it is done because we have paid for it already, and it's by force. So they have money for forget about whatever lies that they told you guys.
Then the students leaders in Cape Coast, they really messed up.
Yes,
they messed up in so many ways.
Because you know this.
Because wait, when we even got there, even getting hotel rooms for Shatta's team was a problem.
I don't know what has happened now, but when I was there,
because it was by force. Before we even left Accra, I was the one coordinating with them, knowing the number of people we were coming with and the number of rooms they were making available to us. During the show, the organizers had to pause the show for some time to demand money.
Yes.
From who?
From the student body.
They are just cheating you. Then that's the thing that I can say. I don't know what has happened, but even for me, the money is there.
No, I get it. We had to go and intervene, and even beg the organizer that if not for anything, we have come.
Okay.
And we can't disgrace ourselves and the show. So the there was silence for about an hour.
Listen, I remember during our time before I got to the final year, there were some student body, like some members who bought cars after a show. Like they will buy cars, students buying cars on campus. Not that they will buy it outside, they are students, but they will buy cars after a year or so and all that. So that's where the corruption starts. So you follow
what to do.
Follow up this one. What I would say that get somebody on campus and let the person follow up. By all means, they have to render an account. Yeah. So that one it will be public before they will leave office. So let that person follow up and see the amount that they will give to Shatta Wale, the Unilag show, right? Uniland show. Let somebody follow up and see the amount that they will allocate for such show. Then you know what is happening.
And you see, it also happened to Kiddy when he had a poor sound the time he went to Cape Coast. So it was because they didn't
spend to get the right equipment.
Yes. Which is why some of these things happen.
When they are campaigning, when I was on campus, they campaign like the way MPs and then people campaign outside.
So you mean they started their politics in Danka?
Yes, that's how it starts. In fact, a lot of them are now, from my side, a lot of them are now big-time politicians. In this government, in fact, in this government, it starts from there.
Okay, so I'm going to deal with the organizers. I'm going to talk to them, and I know the organizers have been there before. I want to believe, because it is out of that reason they even got the interest to start doing some of these things. I want to believe the organizers have been there. So to focus on these people, I'm going to give you guys a call. Chase them.
Yes.
For every little penny you guys deserve or you are demanding from them, chase them.
Yes, I will advise them to do that, because you pay for those things before even the semester will start or the year will start. You pay by force, whether you go or not. You will pay, so they should chase them for it.
Thank you. Let's move on. Let's move on to do some more stories before we leave here. I have seen a post from Sydney Talker, who is one of Nigeria's popular skit makers, and when I saw the post, something was running through my mind that is this the kind of collaboration maybe we have to also push to achieve more? Because in Nigeria, one thing I've seen is that music collaborates with the comedy guys easily. If you are in any other field and you have a phase, you have following, you have a little bit popularity, getting the other side to join you to do it is so easily. And after seeing this particular post, I said, well, let's come here to see if we are to analyze this post and to in what we have also been doing here, analyze it here. Is this the collaboration maybe we are lacking in our field? Now, Sydney Talker, a very popular skit maker in Nigeria and very successful at that. The little I've read about him tells me that he has really succeeded in this area, because he has almost collaborated with almost every top artist in Nigeria to do this. Very popular. It says an appreciation post. This is to bring to your attention that the video I made with Hilda is now the biggest video I've ever created. So firstly, I would like to appreciate my God, Jehovah, Gibo or Jibo, I don't know about this, because it is not by my power, might, nor strength, but his sufficient grace in my life. Thank you, Father, for I can see what you've done and what you are doing. I lift your name high, Lord. You are worthy to be praised. Your name will forever be on my lips. Thank you, Father. I love you, Jesus. And then next, I would like to say a very big thank you to my fans, family, for always believing, supporting, and sticking by me. You are the best. I love you all. I pray for you all today that as you have always been by me, may God always be by you in the time of your need, in Jesus' name. And lastly, I want to especially thank Hilda Bacci for giving the opportunity to create a masterpiece with her. Hilda, as you have blessed me with your presence, may the Lord bless every day of your life abundantly. also to everyone that was involved in the creative process. And he mentioned all the guys who were involved in the creative process, and he says, thank you for your time and effort. And I don't know if Richie can roll what they did. You know, Hilda Bacci is the latest. Okay, so these are the statistics that he's using to show that really and truly this. But I'm shocked that he says this is his biggest so far. But this guy has been around for long.
Yeah. Yes, but 11.4 million views.
And in just some days, oh.
Yes, in just 3 days or so. I saw the video when he posted it.
Wow.
And it was running giddy 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 giddy. God damn it. Look at the impressions.
This one is 7 million.
Dang it.
Well, so he says in his life as a skit maker, this is his biggest. And the story is about him and his crew, Hilda Bacci cooking for them, and Hilda Bacci getting kicked off by a supposed boyfriend. And she runs to another boyfriend, and once again they were there eating. So all the magic he wants to say is that is the collaboration with Hilda Bacci. That is what he's trying to say, that the collaboration, because the act itself, I'm sure he's done other serious videos that even did better than this in terms of story and in terms of content. But I'm sure he's talking about a collaboration with Hilda Bacci, and according to him, it is his biggest. And for him to come and do an appreciation post on it, it means this is something that he really appreciates. Then I'm asking that, is this the kind of collaboration we also like in our industry, where when someone becomes big, the person can easily, or if not easily, the person can go through some process and deal with other big names in our industry to create bigger things like we have seen with this. And Kojo, let me start this with you. Richie, if you can scroll whilst we listen to the submissions from the people, to it will not be bad. If yes, so this is it. This is the video. This is the video. Of course, Hilda Bacci is a chef, so anytime you see her, it is cooking that we will be doing. And this, according to the gentleman, is his biggest skit ever. This is Sydney Talker. But is this a collaboration maybe we also have to start practicing in our industry?
Yeah, it's just a matter of how serious you are with what you do. And by this time, these guys are not just seeing it as just creating content, but they look beyond that. It's about business, and a serious one at that. So if you check some of their videos, the kind of work that goes into it, you could see it is not just a mere thing, like somebody just using a phone to shoot something. They do it right with proper editing. And
well, I know therefore you know this, they're also using phones.
Well, I mean, some they're not just even phone, not just any ordinary phone and all of that. Yeah. So it comes with proper editing that when you are watching, you can get the import of the messages that they are trying to send. It is not wasting time, straight to the point, and it's so interesting. And internet or social media deals with trends. So at a point, if you're able to identify the things that are trending, the things that are hot, then you can make something better out of it. So you could see some of them when they see that, oh, okay, a personality or something is trending, they try to create content around it for it to fly. Yes, we all know Hilda is trending, and not too long ago she received the certification for the Guinness Book of Records, and that has appreciated her following on various social media handles. More like she's a global icon now. So if you and she's cooking, so if you're able to think of it, okay, I think this lady is a chef, and a chef that is trending all over. People are appreciating her for her cooking abilities. Okay, I'm also a content creator. Let me create something about the food, and let us win together. Or what I got from the skit was, the food is so tasty that they are finished it and they are licking the plate and all of that, and that is a compliment to Hilda as well. So the first point is the guys are smart to identify the trending objects at the moment. That okay, this person is trending, so let's collaborate with him or her. I think the like of Akabeneza and all of them, they try so many things around that. When they see that a topic is trending, a subject is trending, they try to create content about it. But with personalities, I think is the best. If you feel like okay, another person in the space is also doing something good, we can partner and win together. But maybe depend on the eyes as well, what we can see. At times we are unable to see some of these advantages or opportunities. It takes a mind or an eye that can spot things from afar to even create something that makes sense. You can collaborate, but what you bring out wouldn't matter. Yes. So it should be right. The timeliness of some of these things are what sells it. And I'm not surprised how he's singing praises of God and Hilda as well, because he has been in the game and he knows his statistics. But comparing this one with time and the numbers that he is pulling, give it 1 month and he knows it is going far, because people are still sharing and reacting to the video. And so I think maybe they can do more. They can create more content around. Once he has seen that working with her is going viral, he can create different content and all of that, or with other people. As to our space, I think we've also done a couple of them. As to whether the collaboration brought out the expected results, that is another, because Aka has been doing with recently with the Fiaodo,
the musicians,
exactly, musicians. Medical. He has been doing with them. I even saw one Love Kobo recent times, like 3 days ago, one he has done with him. But as to whether it is trending or the timeliness
the impact
of it, that is what. So kudos to the guy. I think it's
wow. Okay, Rob. You're talking about collaborations.
Yeah, of course. It is one
winning
of the ways,
collaborations.
One of the ways of growing something. You definitely have to collaborate. How Chemo will tell you, interaction. Yes, you have to interact before you can become a millionaire. And this is one of them. It doesn't just come by chance. And I like the angle. I like the angle at which they took this particular thing. You know, we know Hilda is a chef. Yes, and you see Hilda, you see food. But then, in adding value to one person's brand, it has to do with the perception you send out there. And after watching this, the only thing that got stuck in my mind was Hilda's food is nice. It's delicious. That is the only story.
It was an endorsement for Hilda.
Yes. That is the only thing this particular thing is just saying. Because yes, she was cooking for she was in a relationship with somebody, and the friends loved her because of her cooking. So the moment she was sacked into a different camp, they will still follow, to the extent of denying their friend and asking, who are you? Because the food is nice. Hilda owns a food company, in fact a whole restaurant that she cooks and sells.
Regan says she only cooks tilapia,
whether she cooks gari soakings. The perception this one is giving is that her food is nice. You need to go and taste Hilda Bacci's food. That is it. That is it. Sometimes in collaborating, yes, so many people would wish, Charlie, the fact that we have numbers and the fact that I also have numbers, when we collaborate is going to be boom. It is not always like that. We've seen so many of our top guys collaborating and it did not go anywhere. Sometimes timing is key. The content is also important. If you are not able to get these two things right, no matter the numbers that you guys have, it may not bring out the impact that you want. And I believe that they were able to get the timing right, and they were also able to get the content right. It was very short and straight to the point. No exaggerations or nothing in this particular content. It was about Hilda Bacci, her cooking, and her food. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Sidney Tucker could have also used that as an opportunity to also showcase probably any other side of him. But he decided to let the content be simple. And that's beautiful. We've seen collaborations between this guy, I didn't homebrew from Baby. The senior man Leila and Sabinus. Not long ago, we saw it, and I was happy.
And these are collaborations from opposite sides.
Of course,
for Leila and
Sabinus,
senior for and Sabinus, someone will even argue, okay, these are the same people in the same profession.
And but then it's still a huge collaboration, because I was happy when Basketball came to do his show here in Ghana, and in between the performances, they played that particular skit. In fact, I think he had about 2 or 3 skits with Sabinus, and they played all those skits on the night. So you realize that the collaboration doesn't only end between the 2 acts. What is it with Basketmouth and Sabinus and Lila? But then, because if not for anything at all, his fellow countryman is in there and it is his production, he has an opportunity to also project it, and that automatically affected our man as well. So yes, for collaborations it is good, but we should also know that the content is important, the perception or the message that we are sending is equally important, as well as the timing. Sometimes we might get it right, others we might not get it. It happened with this guy, Shatta. The moment Shatta became a sensation, we realized, poof, he was featured in one of Nigeria's top musicians' music video, and we were here complaining. Sometimes being a creative goes beyond what the person can do. If you're able to see the business side of it, it also helps, which is why most people in Europe or even America, when it comes to creative stuff, they don't joke with it. The moment a creative person says, they see $2 million. For how they are able to calculate all them things, you wouldn't know. But then before you realize, these 2 creative collaborating is a $1 million deal to them. So I believe, yes, this is a huge learning curve, and for what he's done, I want to believe they should motivate so many people to collaborate. When people become sensations, let's be creative enough to be able to build things around them. And collaborate in order to, because this is, as much as it is lifting Hilda Bacci's brand, it has also affected Sidney Tucker for it to have earned him his highest views in his career so far. Like you said, he's been in the game for a very long time, and for him to have chalked this, especially at this time, means that yes, collaboration and putting out the right content is key and helps brands.
I see. Chamo, wrap up for me. Let's look at the very last story.
Yeah, you can't overemphasize the importance of collaborating with others in this space. And if I understand your question, you were asking whether Ghanaians are also getting same opportunity with their celebrities.
Exactly.
And yeah, my answer would be the opportunities are there, but we don't see it much because people in our space, the creatives, are also not doing much. Yeah, that's why it will not be attractive for people that they want to collaborate with. But we have seen some, and the end results will tell us that maybe the people may not want to do it again, or they didn't go the way they were expecting. In my side, I mean, I've worked with Nazil for a while now, and he has done it with
Kofi Kinata,
Stoneboy, Samini, Anas, Arimiya Anas, Country My Songo. Almost all the entertainment, like big guys in entertainment, he has done it with them, but I think he is not that consistent. So at some point,
Nazir is not consistent.
Yes. So at some point it will cut because he's not using them to do more series or say, okay, I think Nazir is getting it right here. He's doing it with a lot of them, but he has done it. What it tells us that is that yes, the opportunity is there, but we shouldn't just tell people that go and collaborate with the comedians, or when the comedians come collaborate with them. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to work your way out. It can't just, I won't feel, or I don't think that Sidney Tucker will just say, Hilda, I want to do a sketch with you, and then Hilda will say, yes, that's it, come, let's do it. No, I think it will be more than that. They will have some discussion, they will tell her what she stands to benefit and how they want to do the thing. So if you are creative and you can convince people that this is what you stand to benefit, if you collaborate with me, you get anybody at all that you want. So it's a matter of getting the right people to talk on your behalf, even if you can't do that. And that's what our people are lacking here. One, they can't do it. Two, they won't get somebody who can do it on their behalf. And when they get the opportunity to, a lot of them mess up. They don't do it right, so the people will not come back again. So for getting such collaborations, I think it is open to everybody. Anybody at all can get it. But you have to, do the right thing, do it in the right way for people to see it, even the need to also collaborate with you. Yeah, we were here and Nasty Black came down and did a lot of sketch with Yvonne Nelson.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not for anything. It's because of Nasty Black.
But has Yvonne Nelson, or have we seen Yvonne Nelson do something with any of our local skate makers?
Yes, and that's what, no, I haven't. And the point I'm making in that direction is, has any of our local skate makers given Yvonne good reason to do it with them? That's the other side of it. Because Nasty Black will not just get it because he's Nasty Black. By all means, he will say something for Yvonne to be convinced. So our people, are they doing same? Do they have what it takes to attract other people to do it with them? If you don't have it, nobody will give it to you. There's nothing for free, and you have to work for what you deserve. Don't just say that I'm a Ghanaian, so any Ghanaian celebrity should work with me. It doesn't work like that. Just work your way out, and you will get it. Apart from if you take Nasty Black out, I've seen Kobiche moving with Yvonne Nelson, doing a lot of videos on her island and all that. It's part of it. But it's not everybody that can get closer to Yvonne Nelson for them to go to her island and do stuff like that. But I think Kobiche has something to convince Yvonne Nelson to do it with him. So it shouldn't be that easy. That because I'm a Ghanaian, I will work with any Ghanaian celebrity. We should work our way out. If you are facing challenges, we can talk about it. Let them come out and say, I tried collaborating with Ajete Anand, and this was my thing. Like, this is what I submitted to him, but he rejected me. Then we can talk about it, what really happened, and why he will reject you. So if you are not giving any better thing, I think the Nigerians will win, because now they have got it right. They know what to do to get them on board, and those who are coming on board too, they benefit. Not that they, like the Hilda one, for instance, the emphasis, the everything, the theme of the whole skit was about Hilda, and it is a positive one. So if you are the one, if you are the celebrity, how are you going to say that I won't do it? They will do it, but they won't do it for free, the way you want it to be. If they are not taking money from you, give them something that they will say that, okay, I think this one it will benefit me, because this society that we live in is about our survival, and everybody wants good for themselves before they think about anyone else. So celebrities will not just collaborate with you because they want to help you. They may even give you that reason, but they will still think that they will benefit to do that, or else you won't get them.
Well, so
Jehovah Jebo means strong and mighty God.
So it's one of the Jehovah titles.
Yes.
This one I've not heard before.
60 names of God.
I've not heard before. I've heard Jehovah Adonai.
Yeah, Jireh. And all that.
Jehovah Jebo I've not heard before. Well, that's good. So to the very last story. Last Saturday, whilst we were on the road, dealing with everything that we could deal with to make a show happen, on UTV, on UTV, that is United Showbiz, something transpired. And what transpired was that one of their invited guests, in the person of musician Pappy Kojo, information we've gotten was that he walked out of the set. Initially, I think he told them he wanted to go, and he did not go. And later he came to tell them that he wants to use the washroom. Before they realized, according to reports that are out, before they realized he was gone. Later, I hear he was tweeting that it was because Mr. Logic had said he was calling macho men. Mr. Logic had said he was calling macho men to come and meet him or whatever. And as I sit here, I'm asking, how should we even see this? Should we see this as disrespect to the media? Because if not for anything, this platform is huge, very well respected, and it is one with eyeballs. Whilst he was there, sometimes some of the way he was even answering some of their questions, he told them that he was there for something else. So even if they ask him about any other thing, he says he doesn't even want to talk about it. They ask about you, what do you think about it? I was telling me, I know their main country because in your buy. And I don't know how to describe this, whether we should describe this as show of disrespect to the media landscape or what. Now I said, you want to call macho men for me? I'm out. Who is going to call macho man for you?
He saw Mr. Logic typing something.
Well, so Richie, can you watch the video? If you want us to watch the video, we can watch it now.
I'm making references to you because of what I saw. And I make her say, Yvonne, you're madam for. Make her say, be our.
Where then we saw madam for?
I only Yvonne any pictures. Only
madam for.
You are officer me akwara me.
No, we say me you be a picture na che say.
Aye madam for ni na video.
No, when make us calm down. I say we person fight.
Me fight for what? Me no fight again.
The same energy you gave to Felununa.
Pappy, energy na we dey buy. Me say energy na me so me dey buy you because already you know me buy in peace, but all the trouble buy me.
Yeah. Because like I said,
you give me one.
I won't come.
I didn't come.
Listen, you are here trying to defend.
But first of all, you even asked for an apology and you came. As you apologize to what?
You are here.
What are you talking about?
Let me tell you what I'm talking about. You are here trying to defend Yvonne. Yvonne is as a woman the same way Felunina is. So if you are going to defend Yvonne, it's either because Yvonne was Sika or she's famous.
The day
Let me finish.
Then you also come
if you are defending Yvonne, it's either Yvonne with Sika, that's why she's famous, or you see Yvonne, that's why you defend Yvonne. But Yvonne is a woman like Felununa. So if Felununa comes here and you guys disrespect Felununa, I don't see why right now you're saying you're trying to defend Yvonne. Like,
Pappy, let me respond to him. Let me just
let's close this case and go on.
The time Feluna came here, you were not here.
I saw it on TV.
You watched from home. And I make a sure say, fairly better now I say no. Maybe not because now we are viewer from home. To say we are pushing it around. Did you see how it started?
I saw what I saw, my guy.
Because
I saw what I saw.
I'm coming. If you respect, let me respond to him. He just mentioned me responding. If you respect Feluna enough to ask me to apologize to her, then you should respect Yvonne enough for you to apologize to her for the mockery you made of her. Yes, you are laughing. I'm telling you.
Okay. Wait, so what happened to support Ghana music? What happened to support your brother?
Support which brother?
Sarkodie.
What has Sark done? How am I against
I'm coming. Right now, the music we do, it's not just raps. It comes with TikTok challenge. It comes with a whole lot. Maybe Sark doesn't do TikTok challenge, but we need to push the song. Pappy Kojo, I'll do the TikTok challenge to support my brother. What about that?
Okay.
The reason why, Missy, he just asked me a question. If you allow him to speak and you don't allow me to speak, why are you pushing me into the wall?
Yes.
Let me answer a question. He asked me the question. And you're back and forth. What he's saying is going on air. Obisa my son here, I only say it's pushing me to the wall. Who say what you did is support your brother? It's a lie. It's a lie because the song, we all know the background of the song. And here you more tastable.
You can't say that. That's disrespectful to Sarkodie. You can't say that. Someone does a song and then you're on TV. You're on TV saying it's not tastable.
It is not.
What are you talking about?
A song that you use curse words and song that you yourself you all say that you're part of it.
My guy.
What are you talking about?
My guy, he does rap.
A song himself is not part of.
Come on, listen. He does rap. Listen. Listen.
Mamika Sancho. Please you allow me to speak. I am on the floor. I'm not interjecting. I am on the floor. No, you have to allow. I can't listen to you. You must listen to me.
I don't see why I have to come here and then tolerate this all this
but
disrespect.
What do you call
I'm a winning
tolerate?
award.
But don't you know
I'm a
what
winning
tolerating?
award artist. You can't let anybody just talk to me like that. You understand?
F your award artist.
Hey,
F it. F your award artist.
You come there.
What are you doing?
No, if you come there,
You
don't be serious. You don't be serious. You don't be serious.
Mr. Lord,
Award artist for what?
It's Feluna that you talk to like that. But you Feluna that you talk to like that.
Well, so these were some of the actions on last Saturday's United Showbiz on UTV, and what you watched. I'm sure some of you even watched it better than I did because I did not have eyes to see it then. But apart from what we just saw, I've also seen another video where Pappy Kojo just signaled to Baba Sadek that he wants to go to the washroom, and that was the one he did not come again. And I think UTV did not post that one because others, I've seen others posted it by UTV themselves. In fact, UTV, their caption was that when Pappy Kojo attempted to walk out of the studio, but he did. So initially, I even thought that he did not even walk. But later, I watched other videos and he actually walked. And I'm asking.
After that incident.
Yeah, what I mean is on the show, he walked away.
Yes.
Once the show was ongoing.
In fact, that is what I'm talking about. So
and the camera wasn't even on him
when he was walking.
Yeah.
Okay.
All that we saw was that he just passed like in front of the camera like that. Right. So you will see somebody pass, yeah, just like that before they announced that Pappy.
Oh, so it means he even he tweeted this.
Before leaving.
And they didn't see it.
Yes, because they were not monitoring Twitter. He was tweeting.
UTV, they don't monitor Twitter. And they can't tell them I'm going to the bathroom and then dip. Logic is making phone calls. But Logic was on set. How? So he was scared and he was doing. Well, my question is, take respect to the media or what?
Not really, because I think they signed up for something like this.
Who signed up for something like that?
The media house, UTV in particular.
What do you mean?
I
don't get it.
When
they wanted someone to behave like this?
No, they are ready for whatever behavior that you bring on board. We have seen it several times. They've never sacked somebody for misbehaving on set before, and those people can also walk out. That's what it is. I mean, I've watched some shows.
See if you like, raise your lips.
I've watched some shows that people sack somebody misbehaving on set. Say yeah, say hey, you go. We don't need you here. And so if you don't do that, the same way the guest can also say you are the host, you are misbehaving or you are doing something. I'm leaving. And then the person will leave. I've even watched one that. Mike Tyson was telling somebody that you are full of shit, and the person said we are on set. I think so. What can you do? You are shit. He said shit. I'm on mokatin. Or insult I'm on off. I'm a true no mutas. So I mean, some of these things can happen based on the guests and how they do their things. And Pappy Kojo, right from the onset, you could see that he wasn't really ready to cooperate like that. He was there to do his thing, and it included walking off, and it happened. And so I don't think it's a disrespect to them. I think it's rather for the media house or anybody at all to gauge some of the people that they bring on the show and how they do their things.
How they build their platform.
If you have to talk to them that Charlie, we want to serve some people and please give them some form of respect and don't do some of these things. Then you talk to them so that you don't see it. But from time to time it may happen. I mean, especially with the kind of show that they are interested in, the kind of guests that they bring there and how they make them behave anyhow. I mean, we saw the Leo win and then the big quiz thing there. They almost the same thing happened. Almost to me, sorry, as almost the same thing with Leo win and I remember funny face. NTBB sabet me just that, I mean, for me, I think it's part of the brand, especially that shoe.
That's how they want it to be.
That's how they want it to be. So
okay.
I won't see it as a disrespect. I mean, Pappy came in, did his thing and left. Even at the time, I know there was so really there.
Okay.
And he left. Yes. Just that the reason why he left is really funny, but we will take it like that.
Well, Ro.
As I mean, it is a disrespect to the media house. Yes, I believe that you were there, or he was there per the invitation of the media house. So if not for anything at all, yes, you may want to do. And so it gives me two feelings. It is either he told somebody there that he was leaving, that is after walking off set. Maybe he probably gave them a different excuse than he's saying online. Because if his only excuse is what he was saying online, then it is a disrespect to the media house. Because you were there per their invitation. And on their premises, should anything happen to you, they would be the first people to be held responsible. So yes, I believe if Pappy Kojo had left, whether say if per his your friend say excuse no online, one can't draw one pa and okoya, and something had happened to him, every finger would point to UTV or United Showbiz say they were the last people to invite him, and whatever transpired there would be a huge cause for investigation. And to me, yes, he may have every reason as a human being to walk off, because when they invited, he also accepted to come, and he can equally go at any time. But then, for respect, just for the relationship between you and that particular media house, at least he owed them a reasonable explanation. He owed them a reasonable explanation than this. Because to me, this is not a reasonable explanation. For you to say, oh, you think somebody is making phone calls for people to attack you. You can inform any other person or make it live. Say it live on TV so people would know if really you meant what you were saying.
This is how he left. He said, they can't tell them I'm going to them.
And this excuse is not reasonable. No, this excuse is not reasonable. Of course, no, because that is you going to the bathroom and just leaving. It's not the reason why you just wanted to leave. He left because he felt his life was threatened, or he felt he was in danger, isn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly. Because he says, you want to call macho men for me. I'm out. This is the real reason that he's giving. And
he was asking a question.
No. So
he wasn't sure that he was calling somebody.
And he said, I'm out.
Yes. So he just wanted to.
Yes. So whatever excuse that he was giving or he's giving now, to me is bogus.
Yes.
As if he did not tell the people that invited him to the show. That is the media house. If he did not tell them that, Charlie, I'm leaving at this time. And he just left like that without telling them. Because when he was coming, he called them. They were aware he was coming. Through every step by the way till he got there. But you can't go to a show without calling the producers or the people there. You can't. Even if they've invited you,
I'm sure.
Just say it in the way you are saying it, as if you are aware. That's what I'm saying.
Per this show and its invitation, we know when you are going to the media house, you don't just enter. You can't just enter into your friends and that's why media crew and just go to the studio without even passing through the front desk. Then when you get there,
you call who?
No, maybe nyabotre. When you get to the front desk can even tell you to wait. Signal the producers to come and pick you up.
So
and that is what I mean.
Yeah.
When I say he called them or he was in communication with them, I didn't mean that, Medru Kwashima or not from, Medru Typhoid not from. But then through the process of you getting there, somebody was in the
communication.
Yes, there was communication. So same way.
If you are living the same thing.
Of course, you need to inform them. No, but they need to know. Some more okay. Inti Kojo, we invite me about
if you are boycotting a show, you will inform
and I make us say no. When you are boycotting a show, there should be a reason. and that reason should be legit enough.
No, he was. He was not happy. This is not the kind of.
Let's say I have some meeting. Please, I'm not happy. Okay.
Yes, and you are
not informed.
No, you are not okay. You are not okay, and your host doesn't know about it. That is so disrespectful to me.
Nah, so that's what you are saying. So maintain that point.
We understand the disrespect, but don't say you should inform. Who want to disrespect and still want to be
exactly. So maintain the point. I think you are still saying
because per the relationship that you have with the media house, at least that respect should have made him inform them. If you ask me, and to me, yes, maybe he has a better excuse, or I just want to give him that small benefit of the doubt. Say, na okachre or catch obi say or last minute before he left the premises, and he came out because I know Pappy Kojo. He can joke with some of these things. Obeti have a church on MBA, and watching the whole show in the morning, I watched it me show on Facebook. You could clearly see his attitude. He had some mindset be going on the show. He had some preconceived mindset. Be said, "Me kwako yesi. Anybody that will come me, I will give to him in this." So he had that mindset already, and I am not surprised it ended like this.
Okay.
He wants that talkability in this way. Pappy Kojo say, "Obey, Pappy Kojo can do anything for talkability now as we speak," and this is one of them. But just that, me, I am disappointed. Saying the host now or inviting for the show. No. One first I respect now, man. If per what he just wrote online is what I'm going by, sir, respect that one farmer host. No. And
that is where
yes, that is where my disappointment is.
Okay, Kojo, wrap up for us. Our time is up.
Yeah, this incident, you can take it from different angles. Yes, if you want to talk about disrespect for walking off stage, yes, it will take something out of the show. So definitely, walking off is not a good thing. Yes, so you can say it is a form of and even for the fact that he made his intentions known out there before doing it. To say I'm going to give this excuse and leave, you can quantify it as a form of disrespect. But clearly, when you watch the show, you could see, yes, there are a lot of joking. Like this guy was mostly joking on the show, you know. He had the mindset that, no, this is what I'm coming to do. And he even called on them to apologize. He called the owner of UTV. He said he want the owner of UTV to apologize to Felinuna.
Hey.
Yeah, else he will leave.
Ah.
Yes, that is how he started. He said he want the owner of UTV and the one who is in charge of this to apologize to Felinuna for what they did to her some time back. Else he will leave.
Really?
Yes, the Miss D was like, she wasn't the host then. She didn't know anything about it, and the owner of UTV, the owner of UTV wasn't part of this, so he should forget about that one and move on and all of that. And clearly, Pappy was there to fight for his colleagues, musicians.
Yeah.
Like, let me also give a different aspect of the musicians. All the time, maybe he has followed and he think when musicians come on that platform, they come there to be ridiculed, and so he came there to also fight for them. And clearly, what got him there was the fact that he has been somebody who has interest in Yvonne Nelson's issue, and so questions around the skit that he did and all of that, the reaction and all of that. So when the questions were like, okay, why did you do that and all of that, he was like, for a long while I've not heard any rap diss song like this that is telling a story. So as a hip hop artist, he felt that he needed to react to it. And they are also of the opinion that no, it is because you also have a case with Yvonne Nelson. That is why you are jumping on it. And mine was like, no, this is Sarkodie and I'm a rapper, so I love it. And so they should have an understanding. Like, you have a mindset and he also have a mindset. And at the end of the day, it is about how you defend your thing. Because he says that he's enjoying the creativity part of it. And you think, no, he's being diabolic. So it is your word against his word. At the end of the day, we all have to prove that, okay, this is what you are saying is not true. At the point, Mr. Lodge said he was lying. His reasons he was giving, he was lying. And how can you determine that? The guy says, no, I like the rap, I like how the story is being told, and they were saying, no, it is distasteful, and he's insulting the woman. And so he posed a question to Miss G that, which part of the song is insulting, if you can. And she was expecting him rather to say the word. No, I can't say it. You rather feels that it's insulting. So give me the part of the song that is insulting. Then if I have an explanation, I can give to you. So clearly, it was a back-to-back something. And when you are saying something that he thinks it is not good for the image of an artist, he will strike. So he was there to defend artists.
Yeah, brother.
And he did it at the nonsense degree. Like, he wasn't ready for anything. Like, this is a time. It was a time you see an artist very confident, doesn't care about anybody. Because all the time when an artist and the media comes, the artists are always afraid. He even said he's bigger than the whole UTV. Yeah, he said he's bigger than the whole UTV.
Who is bigger or something than
Mr. Logic started with his submission, and it was like, we are all famous. And Pappy said, I'm famous than you. Even Mr. Logic wanted to argue on that.
And
like,
bigger than the
like between you and Pappy Kojo, who is famous? And he wanted to argue on that. And he said, hey, I'm even bigger than the whole UTV. My following. So he was there, like, you know, he was there for it. He didn't care about it. So I wasn't surprised he moving out. It is like an artist who feels, hey, whatever the media will do now, it is not really.
It's not a big deal.
To me. I can live on my own. I can do it without you. And you guys have done so many things against artists. So it is like a payback time. Let me also give it to you in a way that you can also feel it. And so he just left. He warned them. He warned them early on that, yes, if he doesn't do certain things, he can't stay there. And so I wasn't surprised he leaving on set. Okay. So I think with the nature of United Showbiz, this is not a big deal. The last time I beat Kusantana, I think he also left. He
walked on stage.
He walked in and walked off as well. Yeah. You know, got to a point that I say if they are finished, they'll just. He left unceremoniously, so it is not a big deal, I think.
I see. Would you be surprised to see him again there, or?
Oh yeah. No, not surprised. Oh no.
They'll call him again.
Oh yes. Because
even though he walked on them.
Oh no. You see, we need to understand how the modus operandi of United Showbiz. Okay. So I'm not sure it's
well. Sorry you are not seeing our faces any longer. Some technical issues here which we'll solve in our next edition or episode. Thank you so much for being a part of today's edition of Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV. To Roland Amate, thank you so much for coming. Kojo King, as well as Intim Dodu Solomon, the guitar Rasta Currency on camera, Richie Flex, who is the editor-director of the show. My name is Sammy. Drop your comments as well, and hey, let me also say thank you for you guys joining me on Sammy Flex Connect yesterday. Though it was short, but we had some good conversation in there. Yesterday was so busy, man, I know, but we still were able to do it. God bless you till we meet again. We are out of here.